Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
In motion, Slayton.
2nd and 5. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Go trap, go trap.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Let's go. 79 Bronco. Hey, check that. Street. Let go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, going to 54 wide. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field? Guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On to give, it's Tracy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Cowboys at 10-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On first down, it's Blue.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here we go, going to 54, here we go, 46, 40, here we go, going to 53, 47. 46.
Here's Prescott. He hits Blue. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a yard.
Kill! 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! Right side! Hey, kill! 47! Here we go, 47! Hey, 47!
Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait, check! Hey, kill! Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Out of the gun, they run with blue.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
70 Lions. Let's go now. Street. Check go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready, break. Check.
They'll go fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide in.
They go with blue between the tackles. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in.
Prescott.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Prescott off play action. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Right. 26.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded at the 33.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Right there, right there. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Kill! What do you think?
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Prescott down.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to make it a 2-score game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47. Everybody kill.
Throwing. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the jump.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it to Tracy.
Muscles him off. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here.
Oh, some strong running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. Hey, 47.
To throw, Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he's got it inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.